concerns about election integrity, we're supposed to just sit down and shut up? I mean, somebody has to stand up here.
Josh Hawley, now the first Republican senator contesting the Electoral College results, the move forcing both houses of Congress to now debate Joe Biden's claimed victory next week. But will the challenge make a difference? Here to debate, Democratic political analyst Kelly Hyman and Nevada GOP senior advisor Chris Prudhomme. Happy New Year to the both of you. Chris, is this a good move?
Look, I certainly think it is. Here's what it comes to. At the end of the day, we have to stand up for something, and we have an election that had numerous ounces of fraud. It has been proven 100% on numerous different counts in different states in America. I can tell you, Nevada itself, over 42,000 cases of voters who duplicate votes voted more than once, 19,000 out-of-state voters, and thousands of voters who voted, who had their votes casted that were associated with vacant addresses and addresses that were associated with commercial properties. Okay. So this is something that is certainly right. And look, Democrats did this themselves. They're being hypocrites. They did this themselves in 2000.
Do we just lose Chris? All right. I'm gonna go to Kelly right now. Kelly, you heard what Chris just said, in line with what the president said. Here's his tweet, quote, "The United States had more votes than it had people voting by a lot. This travesty cannot be allowed to stand. It was a rigged election, one not even fit for third world countries." Do you think the president and his GOP supporters that we're going to scroll on the screen right now have a case?
No, I don't believe they have a case at all. I think Trump lost. Trump is acting like a sore loser. And Todd, as you know, the American people do not like sore losers. People got out there and vote. We live in a democracy, and over the 7 million people voted for Biden. And so I really don't think they have a case or any basis. They tried it in the courts of law, and the cases got dismissed. They even went to the Supreme Court. So, no, there's no case. Biden's going to be the next president of the United States of America.
OK, but Kelly, what Chris was about to say, was about to allude to before we lost his shot, and I believe we now have him back. Didn't Democrats do this exact same thing in 2005? California Senator Barbara Boxer doing this on the Ohio vote?
Well, I think it's a different situation. I think Trump from the beginning has said that there's voter fraud even when there was no evidence of it. And so in regards to Boxer, I mean, everyone's entitled to challenge something if they believe that there's some kind of basis for it. And she brought that forward because she had concerns about it. But Trump, this is just a false narrative. There's no evidence that even his own party, Mitch McConnell, is saying we shouldn't do this. I think it's going to divide the GOP, and we're going to see what's happened in the Senate race in Georgia. And I think it's going to be affected by that.
Chris, now that we have you back, a lot to respond to. I'll let you get in on it.
Sure. Oh, no, thanks so much. Look, here's the reality of the case. Look, it certainly may cause divide, but here's the reality. People don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to talk about the election integrity. They don't want to talk about issues that can maybe compromise our process in America. The reality is that there was and is election fraud taking place in America. It needs to be seen. This happened in 2004, with Bush, in 2016, obviously with President Trump. The Democrats did the same exact thing, and all of a sudden they want us to be quiet and just shut up and sit down. Absolutely not. This is absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that we have a Senator Hawley, who is willing to open up a debate so we can have a real discussion and we can bring forth evidence. This is going to be an outstanding situation. So I don't think it's over just yet. The fact that the American people need to have all the facts and all the evidence presented, and that's what this is about. Kelly, when you have over 42,000 individuals who voted twice, okay, and you have individuals who, immigrants who voted literally, the votes were cast, thousands of them. You have 19,000 out-of-state individuals who voted. These type of things need to be pushed to the forefront. This is amounting to the actual votes that were cast to overturn the actual election. That's what this is about. We're not making basis claims. We're making factual claims.
10 seconds for Kelly to respond, then we got to go.
Chris, that's just a false narrative. When they have these joint sessions, there is no evidence that's presented. The American people have spoken, and Biden is the winner.
Well, clearly, we are not reaching a resolution this morning.
I've seen it myself.
One thing we are going to reach a resolution on tomorrow is 2021. We certainly hope you both have a great new year, and thanks for getting up with us early on New Year's Eve. Kelly and Chris, Happy New Year.
Thanks so much.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you so much.